Libra. I will be exploring your love, romance, and relationships. Let's have a look now at your love. What's happening in regards to Libra's love life? King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Wow, okay. The Death card, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, some of you do have a Taurus around you, possibly a Capricorn or Virgo here. King of Pentacles energy here. This is quite a refined energy. This is coming into stability here, or finding stability. Some of you are finding someone very cultural, involved in arts and humanities, very good with money, very wealthy, quite established, could be a little bit older than you here, Libra, but they're coming in, they're wanting stability, is what I'm seeing with the Taurian energy here. This could be someone you know from work, because you do have a bit of pentacle cards here. In fact, you have 2 nines, the 10, or the and the king as well. So I'm wondering if you've previously been connected to this person through work, through a business transaction, or you know this person through some sort of element of finance here. The Taurus here could also indicate you've already established a friendship with this person. I feel as though, remember how I said either a friendship coming into something more established, or a working relationship coming into friendship? There's a shift in the label here of what you're calling someone, and I feel it's leaning more towards romanticism, because you've got 2 nines here, and the Scorpio energy means something is coming out of mystery and is going to be put in the spotlight. So this is quite interesting. Very strong attraction to this person. There's definitely a lot of good things happening in love. The 6 of Wands is here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This is coming to prominence. This is someone that's going up a few steps in your book, going up a few notches in your book, or vice versa. You're going up a few notches in theirs. Brownie points, someone's being elevated here in a very powerful way, being noticed, or finally attracting the person you're physically attracted to and you want to know more of. Remember that shift here, initiating that very important contact. So this is what's happening. Someone standing out from the crowd here is what I'm seeing. The 2 of Wands indicator that you might have an element of choice here in regards to love. There could be a fire sign that you're going to be really taken with here, Libra. This person is coming up. Again, strong physical attraction towards them. There's passion, there's adventure, there's something about their aura, the way they carry themselves, you know, alpha energy here, and this definitely has your attention here. I love that you have 2 nines. I feel like this signifies that you have things going very well in career, in finance, and in love as well. For those that are dealing with an earth sign, I'm seeing that things are going very smoothly. There's an introduction happening with a family. So I'm not sure if you're introducing this person to your family, your social circle of friends, introducing them to your intimate world. Absolutely. This could also be meeting their in-laws, planning a family, or possibly even pregnancy, having that family unit here, or spending money on expanding the family home. So that's very nice to see. Spending quite a bit of money here on helping that family unit is what I'm seeing. The Death card here can speak of endings, can speak of beginnings. Again, that decision. I'm not sure if this is a decision to end something here, Libra. Are you thinking about ending something with someone here? It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio wanting to end things with you. Because this is a transition, and the fact that the skeleton looks to the 9 of Swords, someone's been thinking about it for quite some time. I think it's you, Libra. I think you've been wanting to end something, or change that shift in your status of relationship or singledom or whatever it is, but you haven't made a move as yet, and you've been thinking about it. It's kept you up at night. So obviously this is something really important for you. Scorpio energy means that you've been thinking about it for quite some time, but you haven't told anyone. You haven't exhibited any actions that would point to your thoughts. It's mystery. It's keeping things closed off. It's keeping things away. You know, it's keeping things hidden, as you know, that restricted energy can indicate. It's keeping things away from the public eye, away from other people, away from friends or family, is what I'm seeing. Again, the Scorpio is here. You've got 3 people involved in the 3 of Cups. Is there someone that you're being a little bit secretive with? Is there a secret connection that's forming, that's been initiated or will be initiated? And maybe you're already coupled up with someone else and suddenly you might feel a little bit guilt-ridden. When I do see the Nine of Swords, this is things that eat away at us, something that doesn't sit well with us, our values. It can be guilt, it can be remorse, it can be anticipation, it can be over-analyzing things too much, dissecting them to the point where, you know, it can drive us crazy. So for some of you, the Nine of Swords could point to you entering into this energy, anticipating too much. And maybe if it is in regarding a secret connection or a hidden affair or a hidden relationship, it's going to start nagging at you and you're probably going to feel more and more restricted because of this, Libra. For some, though, it's just anticipation. Maybe there's lack of sleep. Maybe this is loneliness, especially if you do have that long-distance relationship I mentioned with the Two of Wands with someone foreign, perhaps someone that lives a little bit further away from you. I'm seeing that it's going to eat at you just a little bit here, and it's going to be an unsettling energy around this connection here. Because these cards contrast each other, the loneliness of the Nine of Swords in comparison with the hustle, the busyness, the embracing, the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about family, income, reconciliation, legacies, feeling very vibrant in someone else's company here. So for some of you, I do believe you're meeting, you're expanding that social circle, and you may find someone through family, particularly family members, family friends, or people you consider like family, extended family. This could be your key to the Ace, because the Ace sits just below. This person could introduce you to someone that you could be very, very attracted to. Let's move on and have a look at your career. Okay, you have the Page of Cups, the Magician, Seven of Pentacles, the Empress. Okay, the Empress and the Emperor, that's powerful. King of Swords. Page of Cups, could be a Pisces coming in. Someone that may be a little bit fickle. You trust this person though. I can see that they're intimately connected to you in some way. You may have been friends. You may know each other. They're part of some sort of intimate circle. Or there might be a Pisces, could be a Scorpio as well you had underneath. That could be a part of your intimate circle in the coming month. Page of Cups holds an offer. It's Page of Cups energy. It's quite accommodating. The fish emerges from the cup. Probably something you're not used to here, so it could be a new experience coming in for you, Libra. And suddenly it's someone that's asking for a lot of someone that wants to be very accommodating and flexible. Now, what I really love, the fact that you have the Emperor and the Empress here in the same reading in regards to career. There's a wonderful connection here. It could be with an Aries, because the Aries has come up twice. A wonderful connection here. The two of you will be working extremely well together. Again, you'll be more intimate with each other is what I'm seeing. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be mixed business with pleasure. It just means that the two of you will build a very solid emotional foundation. And as a result, the two of you will work very well together. Of course, this could lead to a work romance, or work could bring you a soulmate here. The Empress and the Emperor belong together. They are they're a strong power couple. So I think for those that are involved with someone in a relationship, I feel like you may start an independent business with this person. The Magician is here. And to see this, Libra, it's quite powerful, because this shows that the two of you will have a lot on the table here. The two of you have combined resources, ideas, motivation, goals and ambitions that together will prove to be very, very powerful and potentially very, very successful here. So those that are wanting to go into business with someone you're romantically involved with, I think for the most part, the two of you will be sitting very, very pretty together. There's a lot of money here with the Seven of Pentacles as well. This is something serious. This is reassessing capital, reassessing finances, reassessing goals. It could be in relation to this collaboration here. If that's not the case, I do believe you're reassessing your goals or finances. You're reviewing your finances. Or someone is going to want to accommodate your finances somehow. It could be this Pisces. You may have a very strong relationship with a boss or a superior, or someone working with the finance team, for example. And I do believe there may be a discussion about a raise here. And it sort of falls in your favor here, Libra, because I feel this person likes you. Maybe not romantically, but this person just is very fond of you, that they may genuinely want to help you out here, is what I'm seeing. But again, it points to serious major decisions. Again, could be a little bit uncomfortable. Back to that Seven of Swords. But ultimately, it can bring you victory. And Ace of Swords is victory after a struggle, or victory after a time where we feel we're entitled or deserved for something here. So a bit of hard work and strenuous activity may go into your career, your finances, and your business. However, you are coming up with a victory at the Ace of Swords, and what sits above that is the King of Swords. And this is you. So maybe it'll happen towards the end of the month. Maybe you might have to be patient, but you're coming up very upright. You're holding that sword. That victory belongs to you here, Libra. You are entitled and very much deserving of what this ace will bring you. I love the fact that you have the Empress here. She rules manifestation. She also rules fertility and birth. So I'm not sure if some of you will be working with children, if you'll be gaining a new role because it's a maternity contract, or you're giving birth to new ideas. And I almost feel like the ideas that you're birthing now, whether with this person, whether at work, whether the resources, the ideas that you're sharing around with your intimate circle of friends, the ideas that you're wanting to birth now will prove to be very, very successful. Because the Empress sits here, she rules fertility. And the fact that she sits around in this wonderful lush garden says that the fruits of your labor, your ideas will grow tall and bountiful, which means resources, prestige, fame, reputation, growth, reputability. So it's quite powerful what she represents here. She does also represent spirituality and the female, maybe the beauty industry. So for the females watching, it could be fitness, beauty, you've got finance, you've got potentially travel, whichever industry you're thinking about going in. But she does rule in a very approachable manner. She's absolutely loved by the people that are around her, the people that report to her and work with her. So I feel like you're going to have a very good relationship here, but it's not with someone, lower down and someone that's not really important. It's with important people. You're getting good relationships. You're building closer relationships to the people that matter. The people that are well connected, the people that are in positions to lift you up, to increase your pay, to promote you, to recommend you to someone else, to introduce you to all the essential contacts, the lucrative contacts that can prove to be very, very beneficial here for you, Libra. So this is absolutely exciting. The Emperor complements the Empress. So as I said, for those that are wanting to collaborate with someone in their intimate circle of friends or romance, this could prove to be extremely successful for you because you're coming up with the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 and the Queen of Pentacles. That's a lot of money. That's you. You're playing with the big fish now, Libra. This isn't minor. This is you mingling with the elite, mingling with the people that you need to, that serve your best interest here and give you that ace that you're so deserving of. So absolutely wonderful to see. Strong Aries energy coming through. The Emperor is someone that sets his eyes on a challenge or a goal, an ambition, and complete with the right amount of passion is able to complete that very, very effortlessly. And oftentimes, if the fact that you're coming up into Aries energy, oftentimes Aries do make very good leaders, very good managers, very good delegators, because they have that ambition, they have that motivation. They don't tend to get too emotionally involved in their work, and I think that's why sometimes it might help them in a way, because they know how to separate those things, separate those boundaries. And maybe this is indicating that you will be able to come into this energy and not so much desensitize or detach from passion of what you're doing, but it's more so having that sharp focus and not allowing any emotional or personal distractions to get in your way and alter the outcome of your goal. Beautiful to see that you have the King of Swords. This is wonderful communication going on in the workplace. Accommodation here, accommodating conversations, being direct, being very, very forward, initiating very strong communication, acing any interviews you may have, having a lot of research or knowledge around you as well. Becoming very, very knowledgeable, very wise, and it's almost like people will seek you out for your solace, for your advice, for your candor. Someone's going to seek you out here. It could be the Empress, it could be the Emperor, it could be another couple that seek you out, seek out your services if you do have an independent business of some kind here. This is also word of mouth and recommendations coming through here. So this is very positive reflections on your work ethic, your performance, your prices, whatever it is, but very good recommendations coming in with the King of Swords here. So I just want to say congratulations, Libra. I hope you have a fantastic month and we'll chat soon. Thanks again. Bye for now.